my channel. So today I have a pretty fun video for you. I've been reviewing the Younique, quite a few of their different makeup products. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can with this review. So if I don't answer all of your questions, whether it's on a finish or if I liked it enough or not, then make sure to just ask in the comments below and I'll make sure that I scour those comments and try to answer them to the best of my abilities. I feel like a broken record when I do this little disclaimer because I say this in all of my videos, but just as a reminder, I am not a distributor. I do this entire series of MLM product reviews so that you guys can have a resource on the internet of someone that doesn't distribute these products that will do honest reviews of them. So if you want to check out any of my other MLM product reviews, those videos will be linked in the description box below. And at the end of this video, I buy my products from a girl named Natalie, and her information will be right here as well as down in the description box below. There's a link to her website there. So if you have any more questions of things that I didn't cover or products of Younique's that I didn't cover, you can ask her. Or if you want to purchase any of these items for yourself, then you can do that through her. If you want to check out any of my other MLM product reviews, those videos will be linked in the description box below and probably at the end of this video. But for now, let's just get right into this review. Let's talk about their eye products. First, we'll start with these two palettes right here. I have the 3 and the 5. So they look like this and like this. This guy is obviously cool toned, neutrals, very wearable, easy for every day. I used these shades in my eye look today. I used some of the pink and some, so that's Tickled. I used the shade Ecstatic on my lid to do a little halo effect with Smitten in the middle, and then Tickled in my lower lash line and in my crease, as well as some cream shades that I'll get into later. And then this shade right here, I have swatches and I'll insert those clips here, but I feel like a lot of people would think that this palette is way too intimidating for them. They're all shimmers, so it's not like you could do an entire look with just this one palette, but the shades are a lot more wearable than I think you would realize. The swatches that I have are done like finger swatches, so they're pretty bold and bright and intense, but with a brush they go on really subtle, so you have that like soft wash of color. So I feel like you could actually use these more so than the average person would probably think. But if I had to pick one palette just to get, I would probably go with the number 3, just because it is a little bit more wearable and you can do an entire eye look with just that one palette. So you could take it traveling. There's an inner corner highlight and some deep shades and some transition shades, and so I don't know. I would pick that one, but the other palette still has some really cool things about it. The only thing that I would say is I kind of wish there were more matte shades. There's only, this is a matte, that's a matte, and that's a matte. So the black, obviously you can use for like lower lash line or doing a smoky eye in the outer corners, but these two shades aren't enough to really deepen up the crease, and I don't like putting shimmer shades in my crease. So all of these 4 shades would be really, really pretty on the lid, but I just wish that there was one more darker, maybe a purple toned taupey color that was matte so that you could deepen up your crease. That's the one color that I feel like is missing from that palette. Okay, so then next we have the Splurge Cream Shadows, and I have 6 of them, 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. I'll have swatches that'll be included right here, but I like the matte shades better than the shimmer shades because for some reason I feel like the shimmer shades transfer glitter on my eyes, and I don't know why, but I feel like I don't have fallout when I'm initially putting them on. It's not like that, but like throughout the day I'll like see little glitter flecks on my cheeks and I'm like, how did that get there? And the only way it could have gotten there is from the cream eyeshadows that I had on. So for that reason, I don't love the shimmer eyeshadows, but I really like the matte shades. They're really, really, really like cream to powder. Very much so, because you like swatch it and it feels like MAC Painterly Paint Pot or the ColourPop eyeshadows. More like the Painterly Paint Pot, especially this shade. This could totally be like a dupe for that in the shade Victorious. And that's what I used to prime my eyelids, was this shade right here. I just put it from eyebrow bone all the way to the lid as the first step in my eyeshadow, and then put the other shades on top of it. But it's a cream eyeshadow, definitely, but it's almost immediately as you start to blend it out, it turns into a really soft powder. And I don't know that I've really used anything like that. The shade Faithful is awesome. It's like a very neutral brown. There's a little teeny bit of warmth and some ashiness to it, and honestly, if you needed to use this as a contour shade, you totally could. I probably should try that out. Maybe I will, and I'll let you know later in like Snapchat or something, so check me out there. But I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand. So very creamy. It feels like you're sticking your finger in mousse, and then it just like blends into the softest powder. I don't know. There's just something really unique about these. And I really like the matte shades. Realistically, if I had to just pick two eyeshadows to get, it would be the shade Victorious and the shade Faithful in their Splurge matte cream eyeshadows. Really, really like those. And I just make sure to use a synthetic brush when I'm applying it like in the crease, because if you use a natural brush, anyway, just use a synthetic brush and it'll apply a little bit better. Okay, next, let's talk about mascara. Cult favorite. It's like what started Younique as far as their company goes and getting their name out there. They have the Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes. It's like, this is what the packaging looks like. You get a little pouch with two products inside of it. One is a mascara, but it's what they call gel. The transplant gel, I think is what it's called. Yeah, transplanting gel. And then the other one that you get is the actual 3D fibers. So the gel is like a traditional mascara. There's really nothing too crazy or intense or different about it, but the 3D fibers are still in the show. So I've never really seen anything like it. Oh, here's my dirty hand, but here, I'll put, so do you see those little like flecks? Those are little teeny tiny little fibers. It's like little dust particles. So what you do is you put on the mascara, and then while it's still wet, you put the 3D fibers over top of it, like it focusing on the base of your lashes if you really want volume, or focusing on the tips of your lashes if you really want lengthening, and then you kind of seal them in place with another coat of the mascara. So that's the concept. It's a unique process, so it takes a little bit of like a learning curve of getting used to applying it. The first time I applied it, I got those little fibers like all over my cheekbones, and it was too clumpy and I didn't like it, but I've gotten used to it, and now it's a staple in my mascara process. I'm one of those people that I would much rather just put forth the effort and make my mascara awesome instead of putting false lashes on. So the way that I do that is by using these products. I've used the fibers with other mascaras, because one of the bad things about them is when you coat your lashes, some of the fibers transfer to the mascara wand for like the gel, and then it dries the gel out faster. But anyway, so you kind of like go through mascara faster than you will the fibers, and so I've used the fibers with other mascaras, and it works great, really well with them. I haven't had any issues. So yeah, I definitely will always have one of these in my beauty arsenal, and I love them. I really do. I almost hate to admit it, because I feel like I'm just like, broken track record. Everyone loves them. But from an honest point of view, guys, I do. I really like these. And then last but not least, let's talk about their Splash Liquid Lipsticks. I hate these. I really do. I hate them. Like, there's not a single thing that I like about them. I swatched all 3 of them on my Snapchat. They're really vibrant colors. Like, they're definitely pops of color. But, as you'll see in this video, they smear like nobody's business. Like, your hair gets in there and then it just like smears it. They're not a liquid lipstick. They're a cream lipstick. They never dry down to matte. They definitely transfer. They feather in my fine lines. Guys, I just really do not like these. I hate to say it in such a passionate way, but like, there's not anything that I liked about these. Sorry. I feel like if they were packaged differently, if they were packaged as a cream lipstick, then maybe I could get on board with them. But they say that they're liquid lipsticks, and to me, liquid lipsticks are supposed to dry down to matte, be non-transferable for the most part. They definitely like stay all day in the sense that like the color, and it's so pigmented that like you could eat and drink and there would still be a full like lip color underneath. But the smearing and the fact that they're like so creamy all the time and that they could like spread, I just didn't like them. So for this look today, I actually used the Splurge shimmer eyeshadow in the shade Defiant as my lip color. I just used a lip brush and spread it all over my lips. Non-transferring. Oh, that's a dirty hand because of this cream eyeshadow. But it doesn't transfer, and it's super matte, but it still has like the reflective particles in it, which gives it a little bit of like that metallic lip look. I'm going to hurry and apply this MAC lip gloss in the shade Nymphette, which is super like glittery and a little bit nuder and has some more pink to it, whereas the eyeshadow is a little bit more orange red in tone. So just because then I feel like it gives it even more of that like metallic lip look using this lip gloss. But I actually really like the eyeshadow as a lipstick, so I guess that's another unique way to use it. But because I didn't have a lip product of theirs that I was actually like passionate about, and I have to go somewhere after this, and I did not want to get out of the house with those Splash lipsticks on, so I put this on instead, and I really like it. It's kind of fun. I have also tried their lipstick in the shade Well To Do and their lip gloss in the shade Luxe, and those are both like nude neutral shades, and I really liked those. I just tried them at a party. I don't own them and I don't have them here, but I did really like those. So if you're looking for a nude lipstick or lip gloss from them, then I have tried Well To Do and Luxe and loved them. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. It's not little, it's a big review. I hope you guys enjoyed this really big, unique review. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And if I didn't cover all of the products, or if you have any more questions about them, be sure to ask them in the comments below. I will try my hardest to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for being here with me through this product review, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Whew. That was fun, wasn't it? Whoa! Shaking the camera. Sorry, guys.